Hey, Tony Gasser here with another episode of Talks with Tony. We moving right along. Hi, Tony. I'll try and keep this short and to the point. The father of my child and I, we were previously engaged, are separated. However, still living together temporarily. The cause of our breakup stemmed from him not creating boundaries between us and his mother, whom he and her share a very enmeshed relationship. She would come to our house and pick up his laundry. They shared credit cards together and would often have conversations about what he and I should do next in our journey together, a convo me and my partner should be having. Once we had our child, his mother would try and take over the baby, criticize my every move, and then would get upset when I would be distant to try and get quality time with my newborn child. This caused my ex to become upset with me, and there began our downward spiral. He would always take his mother's side over mine. He later became verbally and emotionally abusive, and I finally broke it off. Verbally and emotionally. Okay. Now his mother comes over to visit our daughter, but she constantly tries to find her way to me to make a snobby comment. Every time she comes over, I feel a negative energy and just decided to stay distant. I would usually just leave and go run errands while she visits. It's not an ideal. It's not an ideal situation, but I prefer that things are this way. But I also want to protect my energy and not be around bad vibes. I would never disrupt my daughter's relationship with her grandparents. Am I wrong? By the way, I am 34, X is 42. Daughter is 4. X and I were together for 6 years. Okay, so your daughter 4. Now, first answer your question. Am I wrong? No, you ain't not wrong. No, you ain't wrong. Now, no, you ain't wrong. And yeah, I wouldn't want to disrupt daughter relationship with the grandparents. They probably need her if they getting up in age. The mama don't sound like she could be too far up in age, as childish as she act. So she sound like one of the moms that she in her 60s. Your ex is 42. His mama sound like she might be 60. 42 plus 20. That's 62. It's like she sounds like she had him young or something. If she older than that, I'm even more shocked. But wow, my goodness. Whew, Lord. Now I've read an email about this right here with the mama being in there. I'm wondering if it's the same person. It wasn't written the exact same, but it was older, so it could be the same person over again. I'm hoping it's not two different people. But this absolutely right here is ridiculous. But see, I didn't expect for him to be 42. I'm thinking like this guy got to be like 25 years old, just a mama's boy. 42? 42? He need to be in the backhand line. What? I'm starting to hurt the back of my hands. So we finna start doing front hands in the line. What? What? 42? Listen. Now you said grandparents, but you didn't mention his daddy anywhere in here. So it sounds like grandparent. I'm gonna tell you. The way this sound right here to me, this sound like one of them families that mama used to have a son doing little favors for her. That right there, cause me being a son, I just could not. The only way I could fathom this is if mama had son doing little favors. That happens in families. I'm your mama. I'm gonna teach you how to love your woman. Yeah. Get on down there. No, this the way you got to do with your tongue. That happens in families. Yeah, it happens in families. To where the son now you know what, coming up that in school what we call what we call the Oedipus complex. What we learned about in Freudian theory, the complex of emotions aroused in a young child, typically around the age of 4, by an unconscious sexual desire for the parent of the opposite sex and wish to exclude the parent of the same sex. The term was originally applied to boys, but the equivalent in girls being called the Electra complex. The Oedipus complex is a concept of psychoanalytic theory. Sigmund Freud introduced the concept in his Interpretation of Dreams, 1899. Now, back in 1899, now that really was going on. So Sigmund, he was just telling y'all what's going on. Sigmund was trying to explain why what he was doing with his mama, or what his friend was doing with their mama. 1899, oh yeah, because they had to reproduce back then. So yeah, that was going on now. Oh yeah, because you still got families today that, the mama with her uncle and uncle with the niece. It's still families like that today, certain parts of America. So yeah, and coined the expression in his A Special Type of Choice of Object Made by Men in 1910. So to me personally, that's what this right here sound like, sister. Now I ain't diagnosing or nothing, and using the term like that, but being that somebody already come up with a term, that's what this the only way I can understand something like this. Cause the mama just that type of personality, like, wow, you would think it'll be common sense to let this woman have her time with her child and let this woman be the queen of her own castle. You know what I mean? Like, you would think a grown woman in her late 50s or 60s or 70s, however old she is, will have enough sense to know that. And so it's almost like she made her son her husband. Like she made her son her man, and she can't have his child, so she allowed her son to get in a relationship with you to bring her a child in the world, and she think the son her husband and the child belongs to her. That's what it sounds like to me. Listen. I don't know how I got thrust into this right here, doing what I'm doing. But I ain't the best person to be listened to on everything. Cause me personally, now one of them wouldn't be able to find me. I'll be we ain't home right now. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, we so busy. Gymnastics, acrobatics, synchronized swimming. Oh my god, I forgot that you were coming over on Saturday. Oh my goodness. We at the park right now in Georgia. In a whole nother, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That'll happen 5-6 times in a row, the way they give up. Take me to court. Let the judge look me in the eye. I got time for court. If y'all ain't got the time and the money for court, then guess what? We gone. Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing about a child, especially a 4-year-old, don't need no grandparent. Child don't need no grandparent. What that child need is, a lot of people ain't have a grandparent. I only met one of my grandparents. It didn't change my life. It ain't like I wouldn't be here if I hadn't met my grandma. That's not the case. I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing had I not met my mama. Had I not met my daddy. Now he and some people here and they have neither one of them. You 100% solid. Cause see, me personally, with a woman with her kind of spirit, It ain't about you and your feelings as an adult. I'm sitting right there. I'm right there on the couch. You know how to cross your legs? I'm crossing the leg. You got your Kindle? Get your Kindle or a Nook and get your little book. This how I feel right here. I ain't even reading. The book upside down. I ain't even reading. The whole time grandma over there. Cause I don't trust no woman like that. I don't trust no man like that either. You gotta stay over here. Cause that type of woman right there, it make me feel like she thump your daughter in the ears. Make me feel like she pinch your daughter. I don't trust that kind of woman right there. A woman right there that will come and overstep her boundaries, stepping all on top of another woman's situation and another woman's child. I do not trust that right there. So listen to me. This is what you got to understand. You don't owe nothing to no in-laws. And she not even no in-law. You don't owe nothing. When you bring a child in the world, the only thing you owe something to is that child and the safety of that child. If the people that want to be in that child's life is not bringing good energy, good attitudes, and good example, it is your place and position to keep your child safe and secure from everybody that could put her in harm's way. I don't even trust no man like that. No man like that give his mama all that kind of, especially you got a daughter. Yes, I got a client who her father was married to her mother and now is doing life because he was touching her at the age of 7, from 7 to 9. Do you hear me? So listen to me when I tell you, everybody got to be watched. Everybody got to be watched. Ain't nobody safe. And you ain't safe and secure with nobody. You hear me? You are your child's guardian. You got to be there. I'm there. I'm not going off. And let her say what she want to say. Guess what? You let her win. Sticks and stones may break my bone, but words would never hurt me. That's what you're going to have to tell yourself. Yeah, we know words hurt. We know that's a lie. We know words can hurt worse than sticks and stones. So somebody made that up. So we know it's a lie. But listen, that's what you're going to have to tell yourself. Because guess what? She know you. She is a master. This woman here, this an OG. This is a master manipulator. That's why she got her son mind gone. If you could learn from her book, this man would have been drinking your dirty bath water. Because you not only is a woman, you a woman he could sleep with. See, he can't sleep with his mama, and she got his mind gone. This woman here is a master. So guess what she say? One day you'll learn how to raise a child. Y'all young girls, y'all don't be knowing nothing. I'd be like, ooh, girl, I'd rather slit my throat to raise a child the way y'all raise kids today. But I ain't saying nothing. I don't mean nothing by that, girl. You know I don't mean nothing by that. I'm just saying I'd rather slit my throat and raise kids the way y'all raise kids. So she say something like that to you, slick. Now you fuming. You looking at her, you ready to swing. You like, knock your old crusty behind. You losing it. So what you do? Yeah, I'm gonna let you have some time alone with Princess. So go right ahead. Okay, I'll be back. So now she got you. Boom, got you. One. Now she got you. Now she in there doing your daughter hair, pulling it too hard. Your daughter. Oh, grandma. Hush, girl. That's your problem now. Your mama got you so soft, and you better not say nothing to her about what I'm doing. Ow. She up there, girl. And you tell your mama about this? Ooh, girl, what I'm gonna do to you? That's how they'll do. That's how they will do. You hear me? That's your child. I'm not leaving my child nowhere. I can't remember my son spending the night nowhere. Do you hear me? Nowhere. You can't trust human beings. Cause when I had my first son, I barely could trust myself with them. You think I'm finna let them be around somebody else? I'm around here about to let them roll off the changing table and everything. Put them up there to change. And I'm going to get the wipes or get the diapers. He about to roll off the changing table. One time I think he did roll off the. Oh God, forgive him. 14 years old, doing good. God bless him. But listen, I ain't know everything I was doing. You think I'm finna leave my child with somebody else? Absolutely not. One of our friends left their child, called a nanny over from that site that had the nannies for you. Called the nanny over, came back, got a call while they was out on their date. Daughter leg broke. How in the world that baby leg broke with that nanny? At all of the days she done been home with her parents, legs fine. Call the nanny over one time, baby leg broke. Come on now. Got to be there. Or it got to be around healthy people that you know and love, that are healthy, that you don't sense nothing. If you ever had a riff with them, anything you sense, any little character flaws, nope, you ain't finna be around my child by yourself. Because if a person is not a good person, you don't know what they'll do to your child and how they will threaten your child to where your child won't speak up. I'm dealing with a situation like that now. It's in my circle with a situation like that right there. Do you hear me? Listen, stay there, stay right there. Y'all could come on over, but stay right there. I'm around here like on the police, like on the security guard. I'm walking around with my hands in my pocket and everything. Oh, you need some help? Okay. You hear me? Listen to me now. Listen to me. That's what I'm doing. No, you ain't finna be fooled up with my child. With your nasty spirit too? Absolutely not. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This what y'all issue is. This what a lot of people problem is. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. I'm a nice person. I'm a servant. I'm a giver. And I'm gonna give you an example now, cause I don't tell about my giving, but I'm painting a picture right here. Yeah, I bumped into my cousin. I ain't even know he was home. Say, cuz, hit me if you need me, man. Hey, cuz, I need you now. Boom. I said, he texted me and said, hey, cuz, you'll shoot your mama some money for me. I sent my mama, $200 and some to give to him. Then I said, mama, find him a place to stay. Find him a place to stay. Cause my cousin said he's sleeping in his friend's car. I said, find him a place to stay. And I ain't saying my cousin's name, so don't nobody even know who I'm talking about. So just hush. And I said, find him a place to stay. And I paid up to $800 a month for him to have somewhere to stay. Then right after that, I sent my sister $375 to pay her office rent for her business. And right after that, I sent my mama $1,800 to pay her rent. And right before that, I paid $2,700 for my daddy car service. Today, I gave a whole suite away at the basketball game to my homeboy. His son's birthday today. I didn't even know it was his birthday. I had already gave him a suite. That suite cost me $650. I gave it away. And every week I do games. I do stuff to where I have 10 extra tickets. I give all them tickets away. Each one of them tickets costs $125, $150 a piece. And I'll be the only person there. My wife, she'll be tied up, and I'm giving other people experiences that they may never have. People coming, they're like, this is our first ever NBA game. This is my child first ever NBA game. So I move like that y'all don't see nothing about that. You don't hear nothing about that because I don't post about that. I don't show what I'm doing and all of that right there. But you just calculate what I just said, and I'm not even telling you everything that in the last week. I'm not even telling you everything. So I'm that type of person. But I'm gonna tell you what other type of person I am. His mama, if I was you, excuse me. I need to talk to you. Now see, I'm gonna tell you something. One thing about me is I don't play about my child. Now you have your son wrapped around your finger and you have him brainwashed. Listen, if you ever want to see my child again, you're going to hear every single word I got to say to you today. So one thing I'm going to tell you, when you come over here and you come around my child, you better bring some good energy, because I need my child to be raised and developed properly. And if you coming over here with a negative attitude and you negative Nancy and you got stuff slick out to say out your mouth to me, you can't be around my child. So let that be known. And your son, I will tell him about himself the same exact way. Because to me, it looked like y'all used to sleep together the way he be acting. You said, I'm finna speak truth to power. Do you hear me? I'm finna speak truth to power. They tried to get my son in detention because he was late 4 times in the whole 9 weeks. I wrote that principle so fast. I say, listen here, do I pay you or do you pay me? I say, how you finna punish my son for something that his parents are at fault for? My son does not drive. My son 14 years old. I say, give me a call so we could discuss this here policy y'all got. That man called me. We discussed that policy. And he said, Mr. Gasson, I didn't have your son serve that attention. Because after I got your email, it made perfect sense what you were saying to me. I'm not finna let that rot. Now, this policy been in place for years. Every other parent letting their child go to detention because the child been late to school. I say my son will never do time for my crime. If he if he late the second period, third period, fourth period, that's on him. That's on him. And I say the other thing is people driving 40, 50 minutes to get to this school. It's traffic. It's stuff going on. I say, if y'all got this policy to where you counting tardies on first period, what if a 16-year-old, I say, what if my son in this one of my car, this car, that car, I had to run off some of my cars to him, just let him know, hey, listen now, you ain't dealing with just no anybody now. I got lawsuit money. I said, now, what if my son hit that gas and he get in a wreck because he trying to make it to your school that I'm paying for? You ain't paying me. This school ain't free. And he trying to make it to his first period and something happened to him. He said, Mr. Gasson, I never thought about that. I never thought about somebody rushing to get to first period and getting in a wreck because we got this here policy. I said, y'all shouldn't even be counting that. If they get there, they get there. And I say, beyond that, we in a doggone pandemic. So now you got to check temperatures. So when we get there, we in this long behind line. You can't get out. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I went and I sent him an email. I sent the teacher an email. And guess what? When I called my wife and said, babe, I know you don't like me to say nothing. You ain't going to like this. I just sent them an email. She said, what? I emailed them too. I said, okay. High five. We on the same page. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing about the Gaskins household. You finna get talked to. You finna get talked to. Because at another part of life, you'd got dealt with in another way when you acting crazy. So now that the Lord that came in, and one thing the Lord that left me is my words. So let me tell y'all this. Don't let nobody in your life disrespect you and take advantage of you. And you walk around here with ulcers that's finna lead to an aneurysm, and you stressing and you killing yourself because you biting your tongue. Because you don't want to speak truth to power and let this person know about the error of their ways. And however they want to feel, you jump froggy, I'm going to be a lily pad. You hear me? I got something for you. Jump. You see what I'm saying? Listen, don't let nobody try you. You ain't got to get aggressive. You ain't got to push. You ain't got to slap. You ain't got to punt unless you defending yourself. But every single person in your life need to know you not with the tomfoolery. You not with the game. You not finna be used and abused and taken advantage of and disrespected. No. Court me. When I say court me, I ain't talking about dating. I'm talking about court of law me. Take me to the courthouse. If you don't like the stipulations and standards I'm putting in place about your energy and your attitude, Take me to the courthouse. And then I'm finna tell the judge every little thing just because I know it's a human. Just because I know it's a human. The judge can't do nothing with it about the law now, because it ain't law. When I express this man and his mama weird relationship, the judge can't implement nothing in the law with that, but the judge gonna have that in his or her mind. And see, the judge, had you not said that, now the judge finna give 50-50. But because you said that, the judge can't say this is why. But the judge, you know what? Just for right now, we're gonna award, 60-40 or 70-30. Just for the safety and just for just everything that's going on. She has more time. She has a better situation for the child, and so you get every other weekend. And the judge and you don't even realize that what you told when you told everything, people be writing me. And in some situations, no, that ain't gonna happen. Sometimes it might not do that. It might just go on still 50-50, but at least you took them through the wringer. You made them go through every little step to get what they so-called say they want. You want it, show me how bad you want to be in her life then. Because while you're coming over here with this bad energy, I'm finna shut you down. Because this who I got to protect, this young, developing mind. The personality, they say, is developed by the age of 7. So you got people around your child before the age of 7 with their nastiness that's gonna rub off on your child. And now you wonder why your child halfway nasty. And it's because of who you let in their life. Why their brain is being developed. Why their personality is being developed. Absolutely not. This right here is my first and my one and my only responsibility is my children. And because that's who I brought into the world. And if you want to deal with them, my oldest son, he had another issue with a teacher. And the teacher gonna divvy out some punishment. And I wrote that man so fast, I say, listen, don't you ever in your life again address a minor, my son, that I take care of. You call me, and you 6'4", 360 pounds. Your posture alone is intimidating. You talk to me as a man. That's my son. Hey, when I tell you I ripped that man a new one in that email, that man wrote me back, Mr. Gaskin, I am extremely sorry. I apologize. I this, I that. My wife was so shocked. She said, I did not see this man right here responding like that based on how he act. I say, listen, he finna know who he dealing with. Because I ain't with it. I'm not with it. And that's what I'm trying to recommend. Because I'm going to tell y'all, my life is blessed. But I don't put up with no mess. I'm here to tell you. I can't speak on everything. Because some of the time I sign an agreement saying that I'm accepting this as your apology to me for what you did. I don't even speak on everything. And I'm not talking about just with individuals. I'm talking about with corporations. I'm talking about with whole companies. I'm talking about compensation to the tune of tens of thousands. You hear me? Because they tried me. Listen. Oh, you in the business of trying? Ooh, well, let me let you understand. Ooh, you just tried the wrong one today. It's finna be a long one for you. You ready? You hear me? Stop playing with people. I ain't saying getting physical. Right now, actually, you just reminded me. I need to go leave a 1-star review for this business. And I'm finna write Better Business Bureau right now. You just reminded me. Hey, this Tony Gaskin. God bless you. We'll talk soon. And sister, take care of your child. And get him and her in line. Straighten both of them. Let them know how this finna go forward. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.